Hi, today I'm going to be talking about the mechanisms of ventilation or how we breathe. And there are two parts to that: inspiration or breathing in, and expiration or breathing out. So here we have inspiration and here we have expiration. But before I get into that, I wanted to mention something that is important to this: atmospheric pressure, which means basically that the molecules want to move from areas of high pressure to areas of lower pressure, and that's essential to how inspiration and expiration occurs and why the air moves in and out of the lungs. So I'm going to keep that concept in mind as I'm describing this. Sorry about the wobbling camera. The first thing I'm going to discuss is inspiration, or air going into the lungs. That's, as I said, when you're inhaling. I'm gonna close up on that a little bit. I just wanted to put the two concepts next door to each other so it would be clear what is happening. So, inspiration, when someone breathes in, the thoracic cavity moves out and expands. As you can see, I tried to make it here. I wrote thoracic cavity expands, it's getting bigger, and the diaphragm contracts. And the thoracic cavity moves up and out, so it makes it expand, and when this happens, it makes the atmospheric pressure in the lungs less. Now, since the air wants to move where there is from high pressure to low pressure, that means air is pulled into the lungs like this. So the next thing is expiration, or exhaling, when air goes out of the lungs. So an expiration is, it occurs when the breathing muscles relax again, and then the thoracic cavity, which in inspiration expanded, in expiration it contracts again, as I drew here, and it sort of gets smaller, and the diaphragm, which contracted in inspiration, that releases itself. So as the thoracic cavity contracts, it makes the atmospheric pressure inside the lungs greater again, and so the air leaves the lungs, drawn outside to where the atmospheric pressure is now less. So these contract and then the air gets drawn out. Thank you so much.